This is the story. This is a very important, this is a fairy tale. This is
Please pay attention. You've had your chance.
You've had your chance, lad. It's now time to stop your labor and stop your labor in vain. Bring your life into focus, that's right. And expose yourself. Yeah, expose yourself to yourself. Your fucking self. Shit. This is okay. This is July 14th, 1967. This is serious. This is serious. Last week, I lost my job. That's too bad. It's not such a great job, but it was the only job I had. This morning, however, I got a reclassification from the draft board, A1. Perfectly American. So now I'm going to do something that has been on my mind for a long time. Objects, people, events seem to speak to me. They seem to carry some meaning that I can't quite get. My life, though ordinary enough, seems to haunt me in uncommon ways. It seems to come to me from somewhere else, somewhere. And I've been trying to understand it, but it seems that I can't get it. So, the noted French wit, Jean-Luc Godard, said, what is film? Film is truth 24 times a second. So I thought that if I put it all down on film, and I run it back and forth, and I put my thumb on it, and I stop it when I want to, then I got everything. I got it all. I should get it all. I should get it all. I should get the meaning. I should understand it. So this is what this is going to be. I'm going to make a diary. Like the famous Lulu's diary, my diary. My diary.
All right, you're with me or again me. Hello again. Here's my best to you. Good morning. How are you, dude?
This is my land. This is where I live, the Upper West Side, New York, West 71st Street. This is the famous Kent Hotel.
Our high will be in the 80s. With 71,000.
William Randolph Hearst's famous Red House, which he built for Marion Davies. This is the famous Ansonia Hotel, where Capone and the boys used to have a hot time in New York. This is a Dakota, where Bogart and Zachary Scott once lived. This is my apartment. Mr. Weisgold, the tailor. Hi.
It's 11:25. This is Bill Edmonds with News Brief 5 minutes sooner from WABC Radio. 4 people have been killed tonight as rioting continued in Newark, New Jersey. One of the dead is 34-year-old Fred Toto, a detective, who was shot in the chest by a sniper in a housing project. Toto died 2 hours later in St. Michael's Hospital. Also killed tonight during the sniper firing was Rufus Council Jr., aged about 35. Robert Lee Martin, aged about 22, and another man, so far, unidentified. The fire department in Newark reports dozens of fires throughout the city. New Jersey Governor Richard Hughes has declared a state of emergency, and an overnight curfew has been imposed on Newark until 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. Right now, 71 degrees in New York under cloudy skies. This is Bill Edmonds reporting.
I'd like you to meet my friend, my eyes, my camera, Eclair NPR, noiseless portable reflex camera. She weighs about 18 pounds. I carry her on my shoulder or under my arm wherever I go. This is the Angeno 9.5 to 95 lens through which Eclair takes a picture of everything 24 times every second. And this is a Nagra, my tape recorder, and this is the lavalier mic, which I use for recording inside. When I go out on my adventures, I tie all of my friends onto me, and this is how we look as we walk about, seeing and hearing, getting it all down. Saturday, July 15th, 1967.
This is Penny.
This is Penny? See her? That's Penny. That's Penny. That's Penny. That's all those. That's Penny. She's my girlfriend. She's a model. She does commercials occasionally. She stays here sometimes when she can. We don't live together. She says she can stay here when she can make it. I love her. I love Penny. We have a good time. We also have, of course, the famous bad times. But I love her. She's vain. She's that's not good. But oh, look, let me explain. Sundays, when Penny stays here after Saturday night, she cooks breakfast for me. And one thing I demand on Sundays is Bialys. So she gets them for me. I stay in bed. She gets up. She goes down the corner and gets Bialys. Now, when she leaves, I get up and I go to the window and I watch her. And I watch and I wait. I know she's going to do this every Sunday. I know she's going to do this. I'll watch for her to get to this corner over here. And I know exactly what she's going to do. She sits on the corner, she stands there, and she takes one step off onto the grate. And every Sunday I watch and I wait to see her do that. Now, when she does that, then she comes straight across the street. That's touching to me. It touches me to see her do that. See her coming back across the street. I do love her. She's also dirty. She's sloppy. For instance, this picture here, and she looks pretty nice, but if you look closer, it looks right there, under her chin, you would see, surprise, you would see a little ring of dirt. A little cute, girlish. Penny's dirt. So, now she's coming on later on tonight. You'll see her then, for real, okay?
Right now, the latest news. More than 300 Negro and white citizens of Newark have joined in a peace crusade in hopes of ending the 4 days of rioting that has taken at least 18 lives. A UN spokesman says a new Israel-Egyptian ceasefire went into effect at 6 p.m. New York time. Machinist Union locals in the East and West Coast say their men will strike against railroads at 6 a.m. tomorrow, local time. Pentagon sources says U.S. forces in Vietnam will probably be strengthened by at least 80,000 men in the next year. WMCA Midtown temperature 75 degrees. More news at 8 on the Good Guy Show with Gary Stevens.
Penny. Penny, come.
What?
Come in here, Bill. I want you to do something for me. Thank you. Okay, go over to the white table. Pick up that camera over. Take a picture of me. You know the button. Thank you.
David.
Yes.
David, put it away.
Ignore it. Ignore the camera, Penny. Forget it.
David, I'm not dressed.
Penny, the camera is your friend. Penny, the camera's been there all night.
David. If you don't put that thing away, I'm leaving.
This is West 71st Street, 830. Life goes on. is apartment 5E in the building across from where I'm shooting. It's one floor above from where I'm shooting. It's very ordinary. That belongs to that girl that just came in and turned on the television set. Very ordinary girl. See, it's 8:30. She probably just turned on The Life of Emile Zola starring Paul Muni. Every Sunday night she washes her hair and watches whatever show happens to be on television. She moved in there about... that's the thing about her. She's not just ordinary, not only ordinary. The fact that her... Well, the way she throws her hair back like that, the fact that it's long, something... Oh, she's changing the set now. She's probably watching that. So there's something a little more ordinary about the girl. A little more aware, a little more sensual. It's the same thing with those matchstick bamboo curtains in the windows. I watched them put those up. That's when I first started watching. By them, I mean her boyfriend and her. She has a boyfriend who's sort of Italian-looking and drives a Volkswagen station wagon with a hole in the top. Well, see, the thing was, in these ordinary enough windows, they put these sort of out-of-style, but chosen bamboo stick blinds. The name on her doorbell is S. Schwartz, which is a fit name for her because it answers to both sides of her. The Schwartz being the name for her ordinary parts, and the S being the name for her more mysterious side. I call her Sandra because she reminds me of Visconti's Sandra, being opaque like that. This is Monday, July 17th, 1967. Yesterday I called Penny. We had a long telephone conversation and we made up. She was pretty upset about what happened the other night, but I promised not to ever do it again, and that made her happy. I spent all day yesterday with her. That's why there's no footage on Sunday. I understand Penny's objections. I don't, I know the difference between this kind of shooting and fashion shooting. It's simple, but I'm not asking her to do anything. All I want her is herself. I don't quite get her sense of privacy. She shoots 8 hours a day sometimes, and she's overjoyed. She's radiant with all that bread, but I don't see how I can shoot a picture of my life without Penny being in it. But I let her be. It's all right. She's happy. I'll do what she wants. She.
Okay? Well, Penny is ridiculous. She's bright. She behaves melodramatically. She's just not credible. I know you didn't set it up. I know she really got annoyed. But I don't know, somehow it's not believable. Because it looks like a very bad actress, in a very bad script, a horrible movie, just horrible movie. And, you know, I like her. It's all right. You know, if you want to live in her bad movie, it's all right, because some people's lives are good movies, some people's lives are bad movies, and Penny's life is a very bad movie, but don't make me look at it on the screen, please. You know, if... The problem is that you want to make a movie out of your life, all right. So you want to be in it, and you want Penny to be in it, and me to be in it, and your apartment, my apartment, but I'm an interesting character to watch. But you're not an interesting character, and Penny is certainly not an interesting character at all. And I don't know, if you want to make a good movie, just write a script. I'm sure you can write a better script than that. But this is not a good one. Your life is not a very good script, but somehow I don't think that you want to make a good movie. What you want to do is find things about your life. Find out the truth. There's something that happens that you don't understand. You want to get to the core of it. Well, David, I don't think you're going to find it this way, because if something happens and you don't understand it, puzzles you. You're not going to understand it any better by freezing it on celluloid and looking at it over and over again. You know, what you have to do is try to understand it the first time. And I don't know. But you don't understand the basic principle. As soon as you start filming something, whatever happens in front of the camera is not reality anymore. It becomes part of something else. It becomes a movie. And you've stopped living somehow, and you get very self-conscious about anything you do. Should I put my hand here? Should I put my hand here? Should I place myself this side of the frame? Should I place myself this side of the frame? And your decisions stop being moral decisions, and they become aesthetical decisions. And your whole life stops being your life and becomes a work of art. And a very bad work of art this time. But I don't know, it's just very foolish to think that there's any spontaneity in what's happening in this movie, because you say to me, look, I'm going to show you the film I'm doing, and I want you to tell me what you think of it. And then what you do, you place me in front of the mural, you made me move the table out of the way so you could see it all, and you knew exactly what I was going to say. You didn't put words in my mouth. You didn't tell me what to say, but you knew what I was going to say because you know me. And I'm not going to say anything that will harm you. I won't say any truth because I don't know you. I just know a little bit of you. And it's the same way with the film. You want to put a little bit of David, the safe part of David, the David that you wouldn't be afraid to show to anybody. But there's a David that you don't want to be in the film. And that David may be the truth. And that's what you should try to put in the film if you don't dare face yourself other ways. Confess things to the camera. I don't know, say the things that you're most ashamed of. Things that you don't want to remember. Things that you don't want anybody to know. Maybe that way there'll be some truth. Or perhaps you should take off all your clothes and stand in front of the camera for hours. And not do anything, just stand in front of the camera. Perhaps something magical will happen. Perhaps some truth will come out. I'm not sure. But, you know, one thing I'm pretty sure of, you know, the way you're handling this whole thing, you're just getting half-truths. You're not getting truths, you're just getting half-truths. And I think that's worse than a lie. I really do. Okay, that's all I have to say. David, I don't want to play any games. Please turn it off.
This is Tuesday morning, 4:38. About 2 minutes ago, Penny walked out of here. I can see her walking out of the building now. About 20 minutes ago, I got up, and I was reading, and then I went to the John, and when they came out, I didn't go right back to bed. I stood in the hallway, and I watched Penny asleep. While I was watching her sleeping, it struck me that what I was looking at was like one of those rooms, one of those glass enclosed rooms at the Smithsonian Institute. It was like rooms in which everything is so perfect, that everything is so perfect that they have to be kept. That because this random, particular, accidental state is so meaningful. So, it's so touching. It's so touching. It's so beautiful. Tuesday, July 18th, 1967. Hello, Penny. Hello. Hi.
David? David, you have the camera running?
Sandra, Tuesday by day. I want you to watch a movement that she makes. In one of his diaries, Truffaut writes about a movement that Debbie Reynolds makes in Singing in the Rain. Now, watch her hand. Like that. Did you see the way she threw that dirt away? Yeah, and Truffaut says that in Singing in the Rain, Debbie Reynolds jumps over a couch and holds in her skirt as she does it, and this movement gives her away. The movement that Sandra just made and that I caught has given her away. A little bit more now. By her moves, more and more, she gives herself away to me.
What are you looking for, uranium? a nice size. You should put a rubber on that. You'd be right in business, baby.
Pull
It's
in.
not disruptive on that. You got no dick. What do you wear, jockey shorts? Who's your dick, honey? What do you do, hide it or wrap it? Let's be a lesbian. You want to get a look at that? How's that? You like that, baby? Because that's that air pollution in the city. 2.3% falls a day.
I guess I should explain this apparition. You remember this picture that Penny took of me, with all my friends tied on to me? Well, look in the back. There is this lady. She started talking that day, and I didn't have any film in the camera. And I asked her if I'd ever see her again, and she said she was sure she's around here all the time. So, Tuesday, there she was. I stopped her, and what followed follows.
So listen, babe, mentioned there. How big are you?
I forgot.
You don't know how big you are? Do you think you got the family size or a little more?
A little more.
A little more. What's it in circumference? Huh?
Why don't you talk to me about yourself first?
Listen, I'm interested in a big dick. Oh, for what? What's your problem? Well, that's too bad, honey. Look how big I am. I need a big street. I need a big dick, too. Yeah, you too. You look the type.
Look like an idiot.
Yeah, you look like a lesbian, doesn't he? Doesn't he look like a lesbian? I could put your in here. Listen, what are you taking, baby? Taking there.
Well, we're doing a survey.
I don't see that fucking thing twisting. I think you're full of shit.
Do you really?
Yeah, that's not running, is it? You taking a survey? Well, I'm a peniologist. I'm taking a survey also. It's a bone specialist. You look very good with that cigar, baby. Suits you.
I'd still like to know why you're down here. Where do you live and how come you're down here?
I'm just not looking for a good lay. I need a good hump today. Is this a dirty movie? You want to be a stuntman for a stag movie? What was that brewer doing up your apartment? Getting laid?
You tell me first what you do for a living.
I do modeling. I'm a nude model.
A nude model.
Yeah, what's this for?
Well, do you earn enough money to buy a car like
Yeah, I earn enough. You can see me in the nude. I got lovely happy valleys. I really like them. Listen now, what's this for? You want to get into it, dearie? Make a star out of you. Fill those cheeks out a little. Stand the camera, honey. Listen now, let's get down to bare facts. You want to get laid? Never mind. Do you want to or don't you? Huh? Yes, if we don't get that stuff. Okay. Why can't you okay? Listen, you want to get later, don't you?
I think I'd rather make sense.
Make one?
No.
Oh, what are you, asexual? What do they call that? P-sexual? D-sexual? What do they call that? Person that doesn't like both. Either. What do they call that?
A voyeur.
A what?
A voyeur.
Oh, you're a voyeur. What's that, something new? You know, they've got some new skirts out, you know. They've got those pilot skirts. They go up to the cockpit. They're beautiful. Look at her, look at her. Sexy look she's giving me. Behind your back. Turn around, let me see your ass. You got a nice body. Stand up. Get a good pair of thighs.
How come you're so preoccupied with sex?
Look at honey, sex is my main course. Are you shitting? I can't.
What's that?
A cockatoo never hurt anybody, and I like one a day.
One a day.
I take it like I do a vitamin pill.
What's for dessert?
Huh?
What's for dessert?
What do I have for dessert? No, that's all personal. I can't tell you that.
Why do you hang around with fags then?
Huh?
Why do you hang around with fags?
Because I know they can't hump you. They don't like pussy. Why do you hang out with men? I mean women. Because you know men won't hump you, right? So therefore you're better off with women. Gotta hang out with guys. They never involve men.
Well, I thought you liked sex.
do, honey, but once in a while you have to get away from it. I'm not a launching pad. Everybody puts their missile in you and takes off. Boom, it's over with. That's so big. You got off with that. It is.
I like your philosophy.
You like my philosophy? You'd like my body if you saw it, too. How old are you?
How old do you think I am?
Look, I'm not playing games. How old are you?
22.
Very nice. Still got a good few humping years left.
Yeah.
You got a very hairy body, I bet.
Unfortunately for her, the street goddess never got to find out whether I had a hairy body or not. At about this point, the tape ran out, and it was, or the crowd of onlookers was beginning to get too big, and it was going to be too much of a hassle, so I terminated the interview. An evening. Tuesday evening. This is a record of an evening I spent watching television. This is a record of every shot on every show that I watched. You know, let me explain. What I wanted to do was I wanted to show you everything, but I didn't want to film excerpts. So I set the camera up in front of the set, and every time the shot changed on the set, I clicked off a frame on the camera. So what you have in essence here, very quickly, is every image that passed through and into my head that evening. Yeah. Wednesday, July 19th, 1967.
Abstain. Kuwait. Yes. Laos. Abstain. Lebanon. Yes. Yes. Lesotho. No. No. Liberia. No. No. Libya. Yes. Yes. Luxembourg. No. No. Madagascar. No. No. Malawi. No. Malaysia. Yes. Yes. Maldives. Mali. We. Yes. Malta.
Not participating.
Not participating. Mauritania.
We.
Yes. Mexico.
No.
No. Mongolia. Yes. Yes. Morocco.
Yes.
Yes. Nepal.
Abstain.
Abstain. Netherlands.
Nope.
No. New Zealand.
No.
No. Nicaragua.
No.
No. Niger. Abstain. Nigeria. Abstain. Norway.
No.
No. Pakistan.
Yes.
Yes. Panama.
No.
No. Paraguay.
No.
No. Peru.
No.
No. Philippines.
No.
No. Poland.
Yes.
Yes. Portugal.
Abstain.
Abstain. Romania.
Abstain.
Abstain. Rwanda.
No.
No. Saudi Arabia.
Yes.
Yes. Senegal.
Abstention.
Abstain. Sierra Leone.
No.
No. Singapore.
Abstain.
Abstain. Somalia.
Yes.
Yes. South Africa.
Abstain.
Abstain. Spain. Abstain. Sudan.
Sudan.
Yes. Sweden. No. Syria.
Yes.
Yes. Thailand.
Abstain.
Abstain. Togo.
No.
No. Trinidad and Tobago.
No.
No. Tunisia.
We.
Yes. Turkey.
Abstention.
Abstain. Uganda.
Abstain.
Abstain. Ukraine and USSR.
Yes.
Yes. The Soviet Union.
Yes.
Yes. United Arab Republic.
Yes.
Yes. United Kingdom.
No.
No. United Republic of Tanzania. Yes. United States.
No.
No. Upper Volta.
No.
No. Uruguay.
No.
No. Venezuela.
No.
No. Yemen.
Yes.
Yes. Yugoslavia.
Yes.
Yes. Zambia.
Abstain.
Abstain. Afghanistan.
Yes.
Yes. Albania. Albania. Algeria.
We.
Yes. Argentina.
No.
No. Australia.
No.
No. Austria.
No.
No. And Barbados.
No.
No.
The plan is to send you into orbit as a weather satellite. The flight has been cleared with the appropriate government agencies. They have no idea, of course, that we're doing this. Once in orbit, you will be retro.
Hello, Penny.
Look at his face. Look at this lens. This is great. Look, I just got it. Look at this face. Look, watch. How do I do it now? I'm gonna go inside and get the subway. Watch when I'm gonna come past this, watch. See it? Watch these people.
look, 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 look. That's it. That's okay. Okay.
Hello, this is David Holzman. Are there any messages for me?
Just a minute. Mr. Holzman?
Yes.
Someone by the name of Penny left a message for you.
Did you read it?
Yes. She said, don't call her anymore. She doesn't want you to call her anymore, and, hello?
Yes, go on.
And she said, Max is coming to your apartment to pick up, her clothes.
Is that all?
That's it.
Okay, thank you.
Pleased with the way the war is going, except in the program to win over the peasants to the side of the government, the so-called pacification program. Another unit of American paratroopers has been ambushed in the central highlands of South Vietnam in the same jungles where another paratroop company was cut to ribbons by the enemy.
And just to keep things straight, this is Thursday, July 20th, 1967. And I'm sitting at home, waiting for dear old Max.
You're incredible, you know, incredible. Fuck you. That's Penny's agent, Max. Call him Dutch. Fuck yourself, Dutch. His fucking vest. He's been wanting to get in her pants for years. Yeah. It's a big joke. Let me tell you, Dutch, it's a big joke. It's a big, disappointment. She's a pretender. She, you know, the nails and she's slobbers and they gurgles in her throat, you know. And then after she's finished, she wants to talk about it. Margaret Rutherford. Yeah, well, welcome, Dutch. Welcome home. Let me tell you something. Since she's been gone, it's been about 3 days. Get back to the real stuff now. You know, masturbation. sex is sex. You know, if you want, you know, between a man and a woman, it's sex. It's never quite like what Norman Mailer writes. But masturbation, you got your contemplation. This generation sadly lacks contemplation. You get with masturbation. Yeah, I mean, you got control. You got the widow thumb and the 4 daughters. I mean, like you can get that thoughts. You can think of anything. Think of pigs. Think of trains going in tunnels. Think of bagels. You know, I mean, you're not limited to women. I mean, when you do come back to thinking about women now, you should see. Dutch, oh, Dutch. Come back to the true way, Dutch. Think about, you should see some of the women I think about, Dutch.
Hello?
Sandra?
Who?
Sharon? Sarah?
No. I think you've called the wrong number. What number do you want? Hello? Oh.
This is Friday, July 21st, 1967. I got nothing to report. It's Friday. I don't know what you're waiting for. I got nothing to say. Unless you want to talk about Vincent Minnelli. This is not coming out the way I thought it would.
I thought this would be a film. I thought this would be a film about things. About the mystery of things. I thought that I'd get this stuff on celluloid, and I could, you know, and I could control it. I could run it back and forth. You know, I could rearrange it until I could see what it meant. My life on film. I could understand. I could see what was going on, what the ongoing thing was. I could make the connections, and I could see what I was supposed to do. That's not what happened. You don't tell me the right things. You don't show me the right things. You don't show me anything that means anything. That means anything. Why not? What do you want? What do you want? You have made me do things. You haven't told me anything. I have, this is ridiculous. What am I sitting here talking to you, to two machines? You have made me do things. Why? What? I don't... Why? What is it? What do you want? What do you want? You have made me do things. Those things. I wouldn't have done those things. What do you want? What the fuck do you want? Why doesn't this help me? Why doesn't this help me? What the fuck do you want? I'm sorry. Claire, I'm sorry. Nag, I'm sorry. "24 times a second. Root. This is true. True. It's got to be true. It is. It's true. It's a deal. I made this deal. It's a deal. There's no reason to... This deal is the reason. This deal is the reason. That's the reason.
Penny's house. There's Penny. And this is the way I ended my shooting adventures on Friday evening. I was halted by this man. Watch him. He's going to hit me now. He's going to hit me. He forced me to go upstairs with him to Penny's apartment and tell her what I'd been doing. And he wanted her to press charges. Penny said, forget it. So he went away, and then I went away. This is Saturday, July 22nd. There won't be any film shot today because I have to go to a funeral in New Jersey. An uncle died. I don't have anything. I didn't know him. I don't have anything to say about him yet at the funeral.
This is Saturday the 22nd of July. I'm in a dual-disc recording booth at the corner of 52nd and Broadway, making this record for 50 cents. As soon as I finish, I'm going to go over to one of those 25-cent photographing stalls and take some pictures of myself with my duo disc. What's happened is that about 45 minutes ago, I got back from a funeral in New Jersey, and the apartment had been broken into. Everything that you could walk away with and hawk in there was taken. Everything. The camera, the still camera, the movie camera, the Eclair, the Nagra, my Japanese tape recorder, the television set. What I came down here to say was that this must be the end of the film. I mean, this is the end of the film. It's finished. If this is finished, I wish I could have learned something. I wish I could have figured something out. I wish it could have come out. Like Bartleby the Scrivener. Like the famous Bartleby. I would have preferred not to have done this. And I did it.